Every day, you already know that here at BNC Live, we're celebrating the best of what it means to be Black. So today, we're shining a light on an innovator who's making history with the creation of the world's first virtual reality charter school. Optima Classical Academy is taking online learning to the next level by combining virtual reality with classical learning. The Florida-based charter school will enroll up to 13,000 students, with classes set to begin this August. All right, so joining us now to talk more about this is the co-founder of Optima Classical Academy. We have Executive Director Adam Mangana. Executive Director.
Absolutely. So good to have. Thank you so much for having me, Tashani. I really appreciate your time.
We appreciate your time, sir. So briefly tell us how this whole thing came about.
Absolutely. So I was a classics major in undergrad at Brown University up in Providence, Rhode Island, and always have loved classical education. I know you're well aware, Tashani, that if a Black child has 50 or more novels in their home, they are 95% likely to go to college. And so in this era of public school districts shutting down around the country, how do we make sure we don't lose our kids, right? And that answer was, let's marry time-tested curriculum with an engaging new delivery that will be very accessible to all of our kids. And that's where the virtual reality component came in. And so we set out to build a free, tuition-free, 3rd through 8th grade school that's going to open this fall. And so that's what we've been working on.
So, okay, tuition-free. So where's the money coming from in regards to these students at home being able to access this virtual software?
Yeah, absolutely. So not only is it tuition free, but we also provide the technology free, and that is through the state of Florida. We are approved in the state of Florida as a virtual instruction provider. We are one of 9 virtual instruction providers in the entire state, the only that focuses on classical education, which is incredibly content rich, and the only virtual reality virtual instruction provider. And so that allows us to provide curriculum to this amazing online classical school that anybody right now in the state of Florida can access. And we have plans to expand beyond Florida very, very quickly.
Yeah, Adam, for folks at home, explain to them what classical education is.
Absolutely, absolutely. So many of the folks at home were probably educated classically and don't realize that. But I mentioned before, if a child has 50 novels in their home, they are 95% likely to go to college. And so classical education is an education that prioritizes writing, reading, discussing. There's a term called Socratic discussions that has its origins back in ancient Rome and Greece and even before that, Egypt. And so classical education is an education that is focused on not only that content-rich piece, but also teaching virtue or teaching morals. And so this technology will clearly occupy the social lives, the entertainment lives of our scholars, but we also want to occupy the moral lives of our scholars and teach children how to participate in a world that's bigger than just themselves.
Okay, so I'm placing myself in the student's shoes, right? I'm logged on. How will I be able to interact with fellow students? I mean, is there, I guess, like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, an emoji that's created that represents me and looks like me?
So avatar would be the right term.
That's the word.
And so, yeah, you will have an avatar that looks just like you. And some that you had there, you had my avatar in our VR press conference. But here's what's great, right? So what we're solving for is online education right now is not particularly designed to be engaging. It was designed as correspondence courses. And so folks were kind of expected to teach themselves. And so if you were to talk to some of the families that watched this show, they didn't have a great experience with the last 2 years in online education. We seek to transform that completely because now students are present together in the metaverse as avatars, and the teacher is at the center of that experience. And so we're hiring content experts, and those students would interact with them in the same ways they would in person.
Just phenomenal. I'm honestly blown away right now. I guess my final question for you, Adam, is what do you hope to achieve? Considering everything that students that look like you and I mean, to be quite frankly, students across the country experience during the pandemic. What do you hope to achieve?
That's right. Well, you think about it. St. Augustine said that the world is a novel. If you only stay in one place, you've only read one chapter. Our goal is very simple. We want to give all students access to a world-class education. And so for those kids in inner city Baltimore or Flint, as you mentioned before, who don't have the means to travel to see Aurora Borealis in Norway, the Northern Lights, we can put on a virtual reality headset and take them there. If we want to have a discussion about ancient Rome and read Virgil's Aeneid, we can go back into ancient Rome and understand Rome from that context. And it becomes an incredibly engaging way to have students interact with some of the best assets and some of the best minds that have ever lived.
Yeah, absolutely. I like I said, I'm excited. I want to sign up, but I'm too old. So where can...
You have some cousins, you have some friends.
I do.
Let everybody know that if they just visit www.Optima Classical Academy, you can check us out. Enrollment is very simple. OptimaClassical.org. Check us out.
All right, and spelled exactly how it sounds. All right, Adam, Executive Director, we appreciate you, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
That was exciting. All right, we'll be right back with more.